I am an illustrator, as you may or may not know, and I just uploaded a bunch of new product to my shop, my online art shop, and I hit my goal on getting enough funds to make a bunch of new inventory and new stock for the shop updates and markets that I have to come towards the second half of the year. And I thought it would be cool for us to just have a good old product design session. Product design, I feel like, can be really intimidating if you're unfamiliar with it, but I feel like it's really fun. It's one of my favorite parts of my job, and I have quite a few products that I still have to design and get ready for my order, my inventory order. And today I think we're gonna do some washi tape. I'm gonna do a washi tape that I've never done before. It's gonna be a stamp type of washi tape, and essentially this washi tape is, instead of it being more like a masking tape where you pull it out and it's this continuous design and it has the feeling of the masking tape, it'll still have the feeling of the masking tape, but it'll function a little bit more like a roll of stickers. Masking stickers maybe would be like a different term for it. I'm really excited. I've always wanted to do stamp washi tape, and I think for today a lot of people really loved my little tomato fairy. I actually made this tomato fairy for my Patreon tier artwork. I run a Patreon page. Whenever you set up like your tiers and such, you have the option to put like a little artwork above it to either like pertain to the name or pertain to what exactly you provide on that tier. And I made a little tomato fairy. I do think he's very cute. I love that other people loved it as well. So I think I'm gonna do like different iterations of that tomato fairy, like maybe little family members or him doing different actions. I'm gonna of course be drawing on my iPad. I strictly use my iPad and Procreate to illustrate digitally, so let's get started. I'm excited. I'm whipping out my Sketchboard Pro because this is just essential to me now. I am no longer in my early 20s, and I definitely no longer have the back of someone in their early 20s. So having this like support and angled up so I'm not like hunched over is super helpful when I know that I'm going to be drawing on my iPad for quite a while. Go get my little template, and your manufacturers luckily will always provide with templates. It makes my job easier. And I'm just gonna check the canvas size and quality. Yeah, that's way too low. I'm basically just making a new canvas because that canvas was really low quality. So I'm just getting the ratio that I need. While making it the actual size that I need it to be. So it's not like teeny tiny. I have kind of been really into using one pencil brush for an entire illustration again. That like takes me so back to my beginnings in digital illustration when I was like obsessed with the Procreate 6B pencil. But lately, I mean, you may or may not know, I have been like super into the new Procreate library brushes. I've been so into them, and I'm usually like a big brush explorer and buyer. I love buying brushes, but I was really into these new brushes for a long time, and I still am, but I did purchase a few Joe Lillington brush packs, and I've been really into Joe's set 3. That's what it's called. I'm looking at it right now. And I believe for all of these illustrations, I used Joe's 6B pencil, and then I just edited the color dynamics to make the color a little different every time I picked up and put down my Apple Pencil. And I've just been really into that, especially when I make my eraser the same brush as the brush that I'm using to color. I feel like it makes everything look so nice and like soft and texturized. So that is what I used for all of these illustrations. If you're curious, I used that one brush for both my pencil and my eraser. And I am like trying to be at least a little more strategic with my products and my illustrations and such. I am such like a winger. I wing everything. I just kind of go with the flow. I go with what feels good. I am not super logical when it comes to my work, and I am trying to be a little bit more methodical, a little bit more strategic. Not too much, but just enough so that it makes sense when I spend money on product to get something manufactured. So that is why I went with the Tomato Fairy. I posted all of my new Patreon tier artworks on Instagram, and the post was really popular and a lot of people really liked the Tomato Fairy, like I mentioned. So that's why I went with this theme for this stamp washi tape. Now, if you ask me in this very moment as I'm recording this voiceover, am I super crazy about the idea of these Tomato Fairies for the stamp washi tape? Not really, but as I talk about later in the video, sometimes you just gotta like work on an idea and then let it sit and rest for a bit so that you can come back to it. But I mean, in this moment, I'm having fun. So I'm kind of doing something a little different, where usually my artwork is led by my feeling, and I'm trying to lead a little more logic. I will update you guys on if that was profitable or a smart thing to do maybe. But I mean, I feel like a balance is probably always the best way to go with anything in life, right? But I'm just really glad that I made enough money to make this big order for new manufactured products. Thank you to everybody that shopped at the shop update. I always get so nervous and like doubtful leading up to a shop update. I'm like, nobody's gonna buy anything, and then I'm gonna have to switch careers. But thank you to everybody that made a purchase. As I'm recording this voiceover, I'm like in the midst of packing up orders and getting all caught up and everything sent out into the mail, into the world. So thank you again. And I actually like already purchased the items technically. Like I already placed the order. I spent like $3,000 on washi tape and stickers and like new stationery stuff essentially, because that's just what I've been really into. And I feel like whenever I follow what I've been into in terms of design and products, that kind of tends to also work out in what other people like to buy. So I went ahead and made that big purchase because I have been like forming the habit of doing that whenever I get products manufactured, because I feel like that puts some pressure on me to push and get stuff designed. Because I feel like when you're self-employed, especially when you have ADHD like me, you kind of need like some sort of like deadline or accountability or pressure from external forces. Sometimes it's can be a little hard for me to get stuff done when there's not like an immediate or direct pressure to get it done, if that makes sense. So I went ahead and made that big purchase. So then I'm like, okay, I already spent the money. I need to hurry up and get this all designed and sent and manufactured. So I kind of gave myself a rough deadline of like getting everything designed within the next 10 days. Hence why this video is coming to fruition, right? I was needing to get a lot of product design done. So yeah, that's kind of where things are at right now, and I'm really excited, really excited to get things sent. Like, the best feeling when you manufacture products is getting them in the mail and then like seeing them physically, and then just envisioning yourself putting them up on the website and getting to sell them at markets and stuff. So yeah. I'm no longer in my studio. I am someone that needs to just like switch up my environment when I'm doing creative work, because then I get burnt out. But I think I have 3 illustrations done. Yes, I'm halfway through the 4th one, and I still have at least 3 more to go. I think I have to choose between 7 and 14 illustrations. I would like to do 14, but I feel like if I do 14 separate designs for this washi tape, it's gonna have to be more expensive, because that's a lot. But I don't know. We'll see if I do 7 or 14. But I went and picked out some books, some art books, to juice up my brain a little bit. This one is called The Current, and I can never remember the artist's name, but she's a lovely illustrator. I've had this book for so long, and it's just so like, her work is so gentle and fantastical that I felt like it suited the stuff that I'm drawing today. And then I just have my 2 newest art books that I picked up this weekend. One of them is Tara Booth's Processing 100 Comics That Got Me Through It. And sure, I'm not making comics, but her use of color, her form of expression is just really, really pretty. And I haven't really gotten a chance to look through it, so I want to look through it. And I also got The Lost Path by Amélie Fletcher. And I just got this because I love the illustrator's use of line and like the little faces that she puts on her guys. Really cute stuff. So I'm just gonna look through these to like juice up my creativity again, because I do need to get this done today. That's not how you come on. Not trying to be soft. There you are, as right as the rain. Not a thing that you need to change. I can't make you see me, but I want you to. You said we're only getting older and closer to the end. You said it's only getting harder to hold on to a friend. But you are a sailor who's weathering failure. And there you are, as right as the rain, with more love than you can contain. I I think I'm done. Oh, hello, Annabelle. I think I'm done, and not in the sense that I finished, in the sense that I don't think that anything I draw from now on today is going to be something that I like. I did, however, oh my goodness. I did, however, no, prep 5 illustrations. That's a lot in one day, but I did it. And I'm not like super happy with the last one that I did, the like sleeping tomato guy. I'm not in love with it, but I have to remember that this is going to be like literally this big. So I don't need to be stressing about one of the illustrations out of all of them. My favorite, weirdly, is this one because it doesn't really feel like me, but it is one of my favorites. And like I said, I just have been having to keep in mind, like, this is something that's going to be fairly small. So I don't have to be super perfect about it or precious, and I also do not have to put too much detail in it, and in fact should not put too much detail in it because a lot of it's probably going to get lost with the scale of the item. But yeah, I think I'm done for the day. It's 4:30. I don't think I function after 4:30. So I did have 1 hour of my workday towards therapy because mental health, right? But I'm fairly happy with the work that I did today. And the good thing about like heavily illustrated stuff is usually the marketing or like packaging or some extra element that comes with designing stuff is taken care of because you've done like so much drawing that usually the other parts kind of fall into place. So the washi tape label for this washi tape should be like super simple, super easy to get done, because sometimes honestly I struggle with that. I struggle with like the more graphic designy stuff, honestly. Whenever I draw for like a long period of time like this, for some reason the insecurity in me about my work and my creativity and my vision builds, weirdly enough. Or like, I should say insecurity about my ability to get it done, or like insecurity about my skill, or about the idea in and of itself. Like, the longer something takes me or the longer that I work on something, just the more that I'm like, is this even a good idea? Is this even gonna be something that people enjoy? Because this is something that I have the intention of selling. This isn't like just a personal project. I don't know why. I don't know why that happens to me, but it does. And, you know, usually you have one of two options: quit and scrap it, or push through and make it. And I think in this case, because I've worked so much on it, I'm going to push through. And that also is like another symptom or like sign that I need to take a pause and not push through and finish today, but maybe finish tomorrow or later on in the week, so that my eyes can kind of have time off of the project. And then when I come back to it, I can kind of see it clearer, and maybe not from a place of doubt, and from a place of like, oh no, like this is actually something that I can work with. So yeah, just thoughts, just creative thoughts. For the rest of my day, I am gonna make dinner. I put some beans on the stove because being a Mexican means that you need to have beans at all times in your fridge or in your pantry. And so I'm making a really big pot of beans, and then later I'm gonna make carne en su jugo. It's really good. It's a really good traditional dish from where I'm from, so I'm excited to make that. And, you know, I'm proud of myself for walking the self-employed creative line today. I'm proud of myself for, you know, pushing myself, but not going so hard that then my creative brain will not work tomorrow, because I've done that a lot, and that will happen if I go too hard. But I didn't. And I think I'm coming up with a pretty cool, awesome product right now. I'm enjoying the lovely sunset right now while I play Fields of Mystria because the full release just came out today. I have been playing so much on my Steam Deck. Basically, all of my hobbies are gone as of my Steam Deck arriving in my life, and this is essentially just like a portable computer. I've never had a computer for like gaming and stuff, so I've been having a lot of fun. But I wanted to say an official goodbye and also, of course, mention our sponsor for today, which is Squarespace. I love Squarespace. They've been supporting this channel almost since the very beginning, which is super awesome. And if you don't know who they are an all-in-one platform where you can create your very own website no matter what you need on your website. I guarantee you Squarespace has it. I have so many things on my website, my portfolio, my online art shop. I have my contact forms on there. I have my mail club on there as well. I am able to do so many things and customize my website to whatever I need, to whatever my business needs. And they have some really cool tools. Like lately, I've been experimenting a lot with their email campaigns to kind of get more into email marketing for my work and my merchandise. So if you are interested in Squarespace, you can go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And I have a little code for you for 10% off your first purchase. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Kitty.